What's going on, everyone? This is Austin Doctor, and yeah, this is the episode 9 review or discussion, whatever I want to call it. But this was a good episode. It didn't focus on Zero Two and Hero, which I'm kind of happy it didn't, because it'd kill the characters. So I'm being real. But Goro and Ichigo, that was this main episode basically. And let's just start off with the beginning. That we see Goro kind of just looking down on Ichigo from like a window and kind of just admiring her, I guess. Then we kind of learn a little too about what happens with the parasites, especially what like Papa gives them gifts. If they ask for one thing once a year, they usually get it, and usually everyone asks for that, but that's going to play a part towards the end of the episode. But we see Hero ask for a bird book, and kind of like a indirect way of kind of making Zero Two happy, I guess. But yeah, and Zero Two at that point kind of felt a little like left out, so Hero decided to give her a mirror, which I was kind of like, oh, that's nice of him. And yeah, there wasn't many Zero Two and Hero interactions. It was more of a Goro and Ichigo, and Goro and Hero, I guess. But we see flashbacks to when Goro, Hero, and Ichigo were younger, and we see that Goro and Hero had the same idea of giving the same hair clip, but Hero beat Goro there before, and he felt like he shouldn't have bothered, and that's going to play a bigger part towards the end of the episode too. But we see Goro tell Hero that Ichigo likes Hero as much as Hero likes Zero Two, and it seems that Hero didn't really, he kind of acted surprised. It wasn't really that much of a surprise to him, it seemed. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, oh. And Goro literally tells Hero that he likes Ichigo and he understands how everything's going. And then after that, they both go to sleep, and they cut to Ichigo taking off the hairpin that Hero gave her, and then they go to the fight. And this big Colossaur is like actually really dangerous, that they couldn't really get a solid hit because it wasn't solid. It was like a liquid almost. It was the in-between, I guess, if there is anything such. But we see that Goro and Ichigo get stuck in there, and before it explodes and that Colossaur does its attack, Goro ejects Hero Ichigo out to save her, and Goro is just stuck in its stomach for the longest time, and literally Ichigo gets mad at everyone for leaving him behind. They all left him behind and try to regroup and figure out a plan how to get him out of there and destroy the Colossaur at the same time. And the thing that kind of made me a little like uneasy was that the leaders were literally willing to let Goro die. They didn't care, and that's gonna, I think, play a part. I'm gonna tell my theory at the end of this discussion. But it was a bit messed up. Then we see Ichigo, of course, get mad at Goro for doing it. And he goes, yeah, I understand, and it was a good episode. And Zero Two saw that Ichigo was a little like really angry, and she decided to say, yeah, we can go and attack. There's a little opening in the top I saw. And kind of Zero Two was indirectly kind of just opening up to everyone more and kind of trying to be nice. And we see that as she literally holds Ichigo in her hand and like, I wouldn't do it, but you can go. And I see a friendship in between them finally possibly starting, but we will wait and see, because there's a lot more episodes for this. But yeah, then they put Ichigo into the thing. She's crazy, to say the least, and she goes all the way down to the stomach and gets right into the stomach, as I said, and gets into there. But before that, we see a flashback of Ichigo literally always defending Goro anytime he got in a fight, and people were picking on him, and Ichigo literally was kind of the older sister that protected him. And that's probably what she sees him as, I'm guessing. But yeah, and before Ichigo literally was about to get in there, you see Goro ready to self-destruct the Franxx. By the way, it's Franxx because there's no I, by the way. And it was very fortunate that Ichigo got there on time. And basically it stopped Goro from actually committing suicide, in a sense. Then after they get out, and Goro actually confesses his love to Ichigo, and Ichigo didn't know how to respond. And I thought it was a little adorable because she was just so flustered, and I'm being honest, I really hope they get together, those two. If anything in that anime should be right. It should be that. Because I think they're just perfect. Just being real. But going to theories. This episode kind of slipped through people's, I'm guessing, minds with certain little hints. And I'm going to go use the whole main group, like the heads not really caring if one of them would die. I see that fueling my theory about the whole revolution thing, that, well, they're going to rebel against the main platform. And I can't wait to see that. But, yeah, then it was good to see that 02 is starting to act more like friendly with everyone and she's trying to get along. It's good to see her open up. And as I said, this is an episode. It wasn't the best, nor was it the worst. It was an episode, and it could have been bad. But it wasn't, like Citrus, and I liked it. I hope we get to see more, like, backstories, and that's my theory what we're going to see more, by the way, in the upcoming episodes, because I want to learn a little more about everyone. Because there is relationships in between everyone, and they don't always just try to focus on one thing, which is a good thing, I guess. And for all the people that thought anyone's going to die in this anime, go read the writer's original, like, stories. He writes To Love Ru. Go read those mangas. He's not one of those guys that's into major tragedy. It was close. It's been close. 2 close deaths so far, but I don't think he wants to kill anyone off because it's too common to see that in anime. And this anime has been just really good at keeping away from the common things, and it's being its own thing. And this episode delivered. Again, it wasn't the worst episode, nor was it the best episode. It was a good episode. But anyways, guys, what's your theories about this upcoming episodes, and what did you think of Hero and 02 kind of being left out, in a sense, not too far, but a good amount, in them focusing on a different, like, pair, I guess. But, yeah, and tell me what you think of Goru and Ichigo. I support it. I really do. I think it's one of the things I want to see happen in that anime. But anyways, guys, I will see you later. This is Austin the Doctor, signing out. Peace.